Elton John, the flamboyant piano king whose 70s hits still rule generations. Stevie Wonder, a musical genius who shaped the sound of the 1970s. Paul McCartney, from Beatles' legacy to solo brilliance that never fades. Bob Dylan, the poetic voice of change that defined an era. David Bowie, the 70s chameleon whose influence is timeless. Freddie Mercury, Queen's legendary frontman, forever iconic. Elvis Presley, the king who still reigns in music history. Michael Jackson, from 70s prodigy to the king of pop. Aretha Franklin, the queen of soul who owned the 70s. Prince, a creative force whose 70s roots changed music forever. Donna Summer, the undisputed queen of disco. Barry Gibb, the falsetto voice behind disco domination. Bruce Springsteen, the boss who told America's story through song. Billy Joel, the piano man who ruled 70s storytelling. Mick Jagger, rock swagger that never aged. Keith Richards, riffs, rebellion, and rock immortality. Neil Young, raw emotion and timeless rock spirit. Rod Stewart, that raspy voice defined 70s rock. Cher, reinventing fame from the 70s to now. Marvin Gaye, soul music with depth and meaning. Tina Turner, unstoppable energy born in the 70s. Eric Clapton, blues rock mastery that shaped generations. Carlos Santana, Latin rock magic that crossed cultures. Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness born in the 70s. Debbie Harry, punk cool and pop attitude combined. Lionel Richie, smooth vocals rising from the 70s. Smokey Robinson, Motown elegance that never faded. Gloria Gaynor, a disco anthem that empowered the world. Steven Tyler, the wild voice of American rock. Joni Mitchell, poetic songwriting beyond generations. Paul Simon, poetic songwriting that shaped the sound of the 1970s. Art Garfunkel, angelic harmonies that defined folk rock. Cat Stevens, soulful melodies and spiritual lyrics of the 70s. Van Morrison, raw soul and poetic blues from the 70s era. Al Green, smooth soul vocals that defined romantic music. Gladys Knight, powerful emotion and timeless 70s soul. George Harrison, spiritual depth beyond the Beatles. Ringo Starr, the heartbeat behind legendary records. Carole King, songwriting brilliance that shaped pop history. Janis Joplin, raw emotion and unforgettable 70s power. Lou Reed, fearless lyrics and underground influence. Iggy Pop, the godfather of punk energy. ABBA, flawless pop melodies born in the 70s. Stevie Nicks, mystical voice of 70s rock magic. Don Henley, the sound of classic American rock. Earth, Wind and Fire, funk, soul, and positivity combined. George Clinton, the mastermind behind funk revolution. Gene Simmons, makeup, fire, and rock spectacle. Steve Perry, one of the greatest voices in rock history. Angus Young, high-voltage riffs that electrified the 70s. Brian May, guitar sound that became legendary. Roger Daltrey, explosive vocals of rock operas. Frank Zappa, musical genius without limits. Neil Sedaka, melodic pop mastery that carried into the 1970s. Harry Nilsson, a unique voice and songwriting brilliance of the 70s. Carly Simon, confessional songwriting that defined 70s pop. James Taylor, soft rock warmth and timeless storytelling. Jackson Browne, introspective lyrics and California sound. Todd Rundgren, studio genius and experimental rock icon. Billy Preston, the fifth Beatle whose funk ruled the 70s. Roberta Flack, soulful ballads that defined emotional depth. Isaac Hayes, deep-voiced soul and cinematic funk. Curtis Mayfield, socially conscious soul of the 1970s.